How's it going, everybody? We're back once again for yet another episode, episode 3 now, of our Chasing Perfect series. We're out again at Lynchburg College on the quest to shoot 9 under through 9 holes at this course. If you haven't seen the previous 2 episodes, you can check them out on the channel. Been doing kind of one a month of these. Last episode, you guys seem to enjoy the rule change where if I mess up a hole, I start the challenge from the next hole so we kind of keep things flowing. I think that made sense. Um, we also got pretty close last episode. I think we really needed to go birdie birdie, I think, and then I had to eagle the last hole because I messed up on the second to last one. And I had 2 eagles back to back on 6 and 7, the par fours, which was insane, and I'm not sure that I'll ever do it again. So last series we got really close. A little discouraging not to get it there, but committed to getting it done today, playing a clean round, seeing what happens. Gonna need to make putts. That's gonna be the key. But I won't stall any further. We're gonna get into it. We're starting today on attempt number 9, I believe. So I don't know. What's the over-under on how many attempts you think this is gonna take? I'm thinking over-under 49 and a half. That feels right to me. We'll see what we can do. I mean, the problem is, like, it's the same course every time, but, like, there's not much to learn. You just got to execute. It's an execute type course. You have to throw the right shots, make the putts. That's all there really is to it. All right, hole 1 today, I'm going to actually go with the P3X instead of the Toro. I think the Toro is nice and reliably overstable, but it's not quite getting back far enough into the wall. So I'm going to try the P3X on hyzer and hope it glides a little easier for me. And we'll see what we can get down there. Trying to work on the form today. Yeah, let's see what this does. It got shot down by a tree branch, so I think it's going to be in that same stupid spot we keep ending up. Seem to not be able to avoid that. And sure enough, we did get caught up in the tree, but we made it like all the way to the backside, so this isn't very bad. I mean, this is just a 20-foot straddle putt. Tough for the first putt of the day, but I'd love to actually get a run started on hole 1 today and not have to stop it right away. The putt's been shaky though lately. I really need to try and throw confident putts today. Just pick a target and try and hit it. Oh, that was nice. All right. Hey, there was a birdie to start the day. Actually get to start a run on hole 1 today. I feel confident. Maybe we're just one and done. Wouldn't that be something? Fresh out the car. It's like 8 a.m. in the morning. Just come out here and go on a run. I'd like to see it. It's gonna be kind of tough to film from a hole 2 because this branch has now like engulfed the tee pad of 2. Like there's just enough room to run up from the front of it, but it's like hanging low over top of it. So this could be an interesting angle. All right, try to position the camera so you might not see me throw the shot completely, but you should see the disc fly. And I think that's what matters. I'm gonna stick with the backhand strategy with the Magic. I think I was liking that more than the forehand. My run up is real small with this tree, but that's okay. It's a short hole. Oh, dang it. Okay, it's fine. The good thing about the Magic is it does bail you out. Like that came out on too much hyzer and it started too left, but it flipped and it's probably pin high 30, 35 feet. Not awful, it's just not good for this hole. This hole's so easy. I think we're just outside circle's edge here if I had to guess. So I'm gonna step this one. I think it's probably right outside the circle. Went a little bit past the pin. See what we can do. This will be a great make here. Really got to get these first couple holes. Get in there. Oh, man. Ever since I kind of went to that hesitation step putt like that, I've actually found myself throwing better steppers. Still just not quite getting it right perfect. Like that one was a really well thrown putt. It's left, right, it's dead on the center. Just was low, and you got to get it all right apparently to make putts. That's what I'm learning. Definitely a bit of a bummer to spend a par on hole 2 there. It makes the run a lot more difficult because there's just going to be harder holes. And realistically, that one time I made the back-to-back eagles, but like I'm probably going to need to have like 1 par, 1 eagle. That's probably gonna be the winning formula. So now it's in a position where I have to make birdies. And surprise, we're on hole 3, my least favorite hole. I'm gonna try laying up today with the forehand because I don't want to throw it in the woods. That was pretty good. That dog was chasing it down. That would have been funny. I wouldn't have minded. Maybe they helped my lie. Pretty decent forehand there. I went with the Quake. The problem is I landed in this one spot with an overhanging branch, so I'm super obstructed. I decided to go with the forehand layup just because I feel like I was cutting my losses. Those aggressive plays into the woods were starting to get a little sketchy. I just wasn't feeling very confident, so I feel like this just makes more sense going forward. I have a little bit of a window to try and rip this forehand, but it's not much fun. And the problem is, like, you kind of have to make birdie here. So maybe that's the issue with my strategy, is it's a little too safe. Like if I haven't parred yet, I can play it this way, but if I have, it's like gotta send it. I mean, I'm gonna try and throw the most audacious wraith. Or I mean, I might just have to throw a step out backhand. Yeah, I'm just gonna rip a step out backhand. This is uber aggressive, but like I think I need to make birdie here. I need to try to get to the basket. I gotta at least give it a chance. Ooh, I'm gonna go. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna fall over. I'm gonna go stalker and just try and pump it and hopefully not hit that first tree, right? That was an all-time bad shot. Oh my gosh. Oh, I've never been great at patting pennies, but I thought I was getting better. I'm hoping that just kicked left out into the open, so I don't have to go get that. Okay, guys, so I found the disc. I'm gonna go down there and try and heave one up towards the basket. But if I can't get close and make par, it's not really worth continuing this run because I cannot make bogey here, and after already having a par especially. So we'll just see what happens, but we may be starting over on the next hole. All right, just launched that passion in a direction that I believed the basket was in. Yeah, okay, I think I was on somewhat line, so maybe we have a par putt. Turns out I put it to just over 20 feet. Maybe if I don't know where the basket is, I play better. There could be something to that. All right, let's try and make a putt here. Sometimes all my body parts just trigger in the wrong order. And like by the time I get to the end of my putt, I'm looking for power out of a muscle that's already used, like it's already extended. Like right there, I get to the end where I want to propel my putt. It's like I need to release the disc from closer to my body or something, because I get to the end of my putt and my legs were already fully extended, my arm was extended, and so the disc had nothing to get it to the basket. Like the only thing I could have done is lob it like that. Anyways, you know how it is. Putting be crazy. Start over on the next hole. Okay, welcome to attempt number 10, starting on the par 4 here that gives me so much trouble for some reason. But this time I have the passion, new weapon. I think this is going to help me off the tee. I think if I keep this low, as long as I keep this low and hit it well, I don't feel like it can get me in a lot of trouble. The grass is wet though, so it'll skip if I let it land on too much hyzer. I'm trying to swing it out there. That's a terrible throw though. Like, why am I closing my body off? Okay, I think it stops near the edge. Like, that's just that's just garbage. That's so poor. You got to get through the disc. I can't stand that. When I step in front of my lie like that, like cross over and I just close my hips off, like where the heck are you going to go with that? Nowhere. Well, the good news is the iron branches kind of helped me for once. It kept me somewhat close to the edge. I feel like I have been getting that kind of fortune on this hole. Like, I've been getting a lot of those breaks, but I just can't keep it in the fairway. But now I have to throw this shot, which I'm pretty familiar with, which is a really tough turnover forehand. I'm going to try the Glory up there with height, and it's going to have to flex a little bit probably to get there. This is a tough shot. Got to make birdie on this hole. You really do. I don't want to start out with parring this hole. That would stink. Flex out. Oh, it's got to flex. Oh, gosh. Honestly, I don't even know if I have the power to play a shot that wide and floaty like that. I probably had to just take that more direct, because like that was pretty bad. Got a forehand bid to keep this run alive for par. It's so funny how this hole has played the hardest of like any of them for me. It's such an easy par 4. You just got to throw it in the fairway. It's insane. But maybe we'll make par and it'll be magical. I crushed it. Okay, well, guess you're going to be seeing the start of attempt number 11. on the next tee. I will say this is eerily similar to the start of the last challenge. I think I did a very similar thing where I couldn't get anything going at the beginning, and then my run that was really close started on this hole. So maybe we'll do the same thing again today. We're going red wraith. Gotta throw that low hyzer flip shot. Just gotta execute the line here. You gotta get the disc off the tee before you can worry about anything else. And right now I'm not even doing that. So let's try and hit a line. There we go. All right, get through the trees. Yep. Okay, well, I didn't see the disc come down, which is actually a good thing. That means it did get to the basket. That should be pretty close. I saw quite a bit of leaf hitting, which made me believe I was about to watch it drop out of the sky like 50 feet short of the basket, but I just heard it skid and I didn't see it, so that means it's gotta be close. That's why you go distance driver on this hole, because you can't go long. We did, in fact, have a nice drive here, 20 feet, slightly uphill, like every putt I get on this course, it seems. All right, this time we're gonna actually make sure we get enough on the disc. Find that chain, Trevor. There it is. That's a good putt. You just got to commit to that. Don't let it come up short. All right, hey, this is, we started with the birdie on a hard par 3. That's a good thing to do. And we have the 2 pivotal back-to-back easy par 4s next, which going birdie on them is fine. It'll get us into our next run. But if we can get 1 or 2 eagles like we did last time, never know. All right, most important tee shot here, hole 6, easy par 4, very eagleable, but the really important thing to do is not hit the tree line and make sure you at least get the birdie. I'm going with a little S shot with the Avery Destroyer. I like that line on this hole. I wish I could just throw it over the top of everything and get there, but I just don't think I can. I think I have to cut it through that middle gap a little bit. Which I pretty much did. Yeah, okay, that's on a really good line. Wow. Okay, that should be parked. If that got far enough, that should be parked. Like, that was all over the basket. This could be a great start. Shot faded in a little earlier than we would have wanted. Well, actually just went a little more left. I mean, the window you're trying to hit is like 15 feet wide. But we ended up in this nice opening here, if you can see me. And I've only, once again, about 25 feet up the hill. Getting very used to that. So this is super makeable, super makeable. Just have to hoist it over these initial branches, but this is a great opportunity here. Just gotta get the height on it. Get in there. Let's go. Oh man, those 2 putts in a row felt so good. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, we have a birdie eagle start to an attempt. We are on a great pace. And if we can birdie or eagle the next hole, we are on even better pace. Last time I played this hole, the dog leg par 4, it's reachable. I threw it under the basket. It was an unbelievable shot, my best I've ever had on this hole. Unfortunately, that disc I used, the Maverick, I took out of my bag for the Passion because it was kind of overlapping. Unfortunately, the Passion is a little too long for this hole. So I have to go to the Stalker, which I think I can make work. It's just a little unfortunate that I don't have the exact disc I parked it with. I think this one's just a little bit flippier. So maybe need a little more height on it. But same idea, just hard turnover. Let the disc do the work. Just start it out wide. That's pretty good. If it fades back a little. Dude, I'm like listening for chains, which I know is never going to happen, but like I think that might be under the basket again. I've had so much struggle with this hole, but the last 2 throws, it's like they've been so good. Well, I've done it again, folks. This one is going to be a little obstructed though, but I'm about 10 feet from the basket. I just got to climb into this holly bush and get a little, I got to earn this one a little bit. I'm going to have to get spiked up a little bit. Walk through a spiderweb or 2. But as long as I can get comfortable in here, this should be a tap in for eagle. And we've done back-to-back eagles and back-to-back episodes, which is, I should buy a lottery ticket because I promise you, I don't take multiple takes on these things. This is first try, and I just don't do stuff like this. Now, this whole sentence I've been doing is leading up to me bricking this because this is actually really awkward. And that would be really funny if I just bricked it because I got to putt it from the chest, and I hate doing this. Sorry, I can do it. Well, I might jump in the holly bush at this point. I can't really explain the sadness that's flowing through my body right now. Yeah, that was embarrassing and demoralizing. I have to try pretty hard to erase that from my brain. Huge opportunity that just missed. because I could have had 2 spare lives. Now I have 1, which, hey, we started off birdie, eagle, birdie. We have 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4 to play. A lot of golf left. I got 8 and 9 are the next task. But I still have 1 life to give, aka 1 par to give, pending no other eagles. Starts with 8, big old sidearm. Got a masherator out there. Just make sure I get it to the basket. Not the easiest shot for me. Flipped it over. Gosh, dang it. Okay, it's fighting back a little though. Okay, and it got a little skip and roll. So it's like a close step putt, but it takes a lot of power for me to get the forehand of the hole here. So it's tough for me not to like get over that disc and roll it over. All right, this time we're just inside the circle. It's not a must make technically, but it feels like it. If I have this look at birdie, considering the holes I have coming up, I really have to take advantage. So I'm gonna pick out a chain and try and get it in the air. Make sure the putt gets there. You gotta give it a chance to get in, Trevor. Catch it. Oh, I'm not overly frustrated at that putt. It was a pretty decent putt from a tough distance. Just needed a little bit more right. Dang it, man. Well, back on the ropes. Wow, police sirens are loud today. Back on the ropes. Now we have no life to give. We've got play 9, 1, 2, 3, 4 perfect. It can be done though. It can be done. I find it kind of funny that I've yet to play hole 9 with like any kind of meaning. It's just a skip shot around the corner. This hole and 1 are this hole 1 and 2 are the easier ones by far, but they are par 3s. That always adds a level of difficulty. But if we can get to 3 and 4, that's going to be interesting. And my least 2 favorite holes. We'll start here. Grass is wet. I should get a skip with the glory. Looks good. Little skip. Yep. Okay, I think that's parked. That was a nice skip shot. So now we have an actual must make. Have to make birdies now. And we are, say it with me, about 20 feet up the hill. So funny. How does that happen? I'm gonna make a t-shirt. All right, let's go. Make this putt. But I thought for a 1,000,000% chance that was gonna kick out right. I'm glad that caught. Okay, we're still alive. Going back to the front of the course, still alive. All right, made it back to hole 1. We only have to play 1, 2, 3, 4. Seems like a lot, but if we can get 1 and 2 really quick, all of a sudden it's in our hands. So I'm gonna do the same thing I did earlier to get the birdie, the P3X. Throw it a little harder. That's not hard. That's in fact slower. Missed the trees. Missed that tree too. Ooh! It actually did get behind the trees. It almost went in the basket. It kind of skipped a little past. That could be a tricky putt coming back, but I didn't think it got behind there. It did. That would have been the ultimate jump scare ace because I did not think that was getting behind the trees, and all of a sudden it flashed the basket, but it was actually long. And now I'm lucky I even have a window here. This is 25 feet. Maybe a little more than 25 feet here. Pretty level though. All right, I got to keep the putt going here. Got to throw another good putt. Have to make it as a must-make putt. I mean, I would probably keep playing if I miss, just to see if I can go birdie and then get an eagle on 4 at the end. But realistically, for what I need this to go in the basket. Bang. Dude, wow, putt is, oh, I feel like Paul Macbeth in 2015 right now. Putt is all over it. Holy cow. Okay, back to hole 2, easiest hole we have left. Need to make the correction from last time and get this hole. Online, but so short. It's gonna be a similar distance putt to the last time. What's funny is, if I'm remembering correctly, this is a very similar thing to last run again, where I think I made a long putt on this hole to stay alive. Really need another one. This one's just outside, so I'm gonna step it. See what happens. Gotta put one on the pole here. It's low the whole way there. It's low the whole way there. And it's a tester coming back. That was just disastrous. Oh no. Hole 2? Just add that to like every hole out here is gonna be my nemesis by the end of the series. I'm just gonna keep saying it. All right, if I make this, I will keep going and try to make eagle in the last 2 holes. If not, we'll start one more run, I guess. This is so hard. This is an Anheuser putt. This is tough, man. Oh, oh my gosh. I having so much speed, it almost spun out of the basket. That was a really good putt. All right, we're still alive. Let's go. We can try and make eagle here. Well, we do have 2 par 4s left. I don't think I can eagle this one, so I'm going to just play it safe for birdie, have to make birdie, and then try to go bombs way on the last hole. Very similar to the last episode, the flow of this episode. Very similar. We could once again be in a situation where I have to eagle the last hole, which could be fun. A little bit of revenge there, but we're going to go spice off the tee, try to get closer to the gap this time. Just get into a better spot. Start it wider here. I like that better. Yeah, okay, that's a really good layup, I think. Haven't done this in a while with the layup thing, so we'll see how that works. All right, turns out basically anywhere you throw the disc on this hole, it's tough because this hole sucks. I got to throw a flex forehand with the PD2. Try to get it up there. This hole is despicable. It's so grown in and nasty. This is a tough shot. Need to execute it, though. Missed that tree. Missed that tree. Ooh. Okay. I yanked it. I missed a bunch of trees, so I might have a long putt, but it was not a great shot. Okay, I was getting all worked up for nothing. This is 10 times better than I thought. I don't know if it just faded here or if it hit a tree. In either case, this is not bad. 25 feet. Yet again. Put it on the pole. Bang. It's just... I'm automatic. This should be the day that I do this challenge because I'm not missing any of those putts. Like, there could be a day where I miss all of them, and today I'm just on. Well, how about this, everyone? We have once again found ourselves on hole 4 at 7 under, needing eagle, back-to-back episodes. Very similar episodes. I'm going to try the same strategy. The big S shot with the destroyer just goes the furthest. I saw everybody's comments on the last one asking me why I didn't go to a knee on that final shot with the low-hanging branches. And to answer your question, I don't know. I think it was a lapse of concentration. Like, I was so busy thinking about filming the shot and like just thinking I'm probably not going to make this that I didn't even consider that lie, and that was stupid. So if I go over there again, I will get it right. That basket's really far away. Okay, here we go. Just gonna cut it loose. Oh, I smoked it, but it's gonna be too turned over, I think, or too high. It'll fight out of it. Well, it's actually gonna fight all the way out. Let's see how far this is. Ooh! Good forward skip. I gotta say, I think I actually got, I mean, that was a little bit nose up, but the way that thing skipped forward in the wet grass, I can't tell how far it is, but that might be like putting, like jump putting, but putting. So I did smoke it, but it was just really high, but it got it all the way full flight, and then it jumped forward. All right, I'm walking up to my lie yet. I've yet to spot the disc. Oh, I think I see it. Is that the disc? Okay, here we go. We're about, oh my gosh, we're about 40 feet or so for the win. Holy cow. I can't believe this. I must have hit the absolute slip and slide on this wet grass on that skip. I think it faded in around the corner of that tree and just zoomed its way over here. We have a putt for the win, ladies and gentlemen. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is it. After 3 episodes and on our 11th attempt, we have a putt for the win. This could be the end of the series. Only on the 11th attempt, not too bad. It's 55 feet down the hill. I'm going to try and jump it, just a little light jump putt. I don't want to stand over it too long. It'll psych me out. This could be it. My heart's pounding. This would be a crazy way to take the series here. Putt for perfection right here. This putt is for perfection. 9 under. Come on. Pick out a chain. Let's go. Hit it. Oh! Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It was straight on it. It just had, oh my gosh. I feel like I had everything right about that putt. It just had a little bit too much hyzer. And it just took it off the pole at the end. Oh my gosh, dude. That one hurts. The last one didn't hurt that too bad because I felt like it would have been a crazy throw in. Like, that was a makeable putt, and I thought I had it right out of my hand. they just cut left so quick. Those downhill putts with the left slope, they go left so fast. Well, that's going to do it. I'm going to call it quits again. Once again, getting to hole 4 on the end of this run and not being able to capitalize. Having the eagle, though. This one would have been insane. I'm actually really bummed because it would have been a really cool way to, like, complete the series. But at the same time, I'm glad at least, like, I'm sure at some point I'll have the heartbreak of missing, like, a 20-foot putt or needing a birdie on a really easy hole and just throwing a bad tee shot. Like, this is at least a little bit easier to stomach. And I'm only 3 episodes in. But it's tough. It's tough when you get that close because, like, I just don't... I guess doing it twice in a row and back-to-back episodes makes me feel like, okay, this is doable for me. It's not like that last attempt was just a lightning in a bottle situation. So I feel good about that. All right. Wow. Thanks again for everybody supporting this series. I think you guys have seemed to like it. I certainly enjoy playing it. I think it's really fun. It's like the most competitive thing I do on this channel other than losing to my brother. Let me know if you enjoy it, if you have any other suggestions, if you have any strategy changes, I might need them. Other than that, we'll have another episode in about a month, and I'll see you next week with another video.